If you're an ambitious guy and you want to achieve big things in your life, you've got to understand that you can't rely on motivation. Motivation is basically when we get inspired and we have this surge of emotional energy and we're like, wow, I really want to go out to achieve this thing. You know, you may be inspired because of something someone says. Maybe you see something on social media and you're like, nah, yeah, now I'm going to really do this. Like, now I'm going to really get in shape. Now I'm really going to focus on my business. Now I'm really going to get good with females, whatever the case is. And motivation is great. Like motivation, I'm not saying motivation is a bad thing, but people misinterpret the role of motivation. And I need to dispel this right now because if you're chasing motivation and you're waiting for motivation, you're not going to be able to build anything in the long term. So basically, the way I like to think of motivation is it's kind of like having a lighter. And with this lighter, you have like a limited amount of lighter fuel and, it lasts for a while, but eventually it ends up going out. What you need to do if you want to keep that fire going, you have to add some fuel to the fire, whether that's like getting some wood or oil or like whatever flammable thing to keep that fire continuously going. Now, really the step in between that will help you to achieve, especially like those longer term goals that take a lot of time, it's going to be discipline. You need discipline. Discipline absolutely hands down is the skill that I'm so glad I developed earlier on in life. And yeah, someone pretty much hammered it into me that I need to be more disciplined. And once I got that down, so many other things became so much easier. Basically, discipline is the ability to get yourself to do the thing, to take the action that you don't want to do, that you don't feel like doing. For example, like when I was first getting into my fitness journey, like I had motivation to do it because, some people were calling me skinny and I just like felt really bad about it. So I started doing push-ups. But then after like that kind of, I guess, emotional energy went away, I just stopped doing push-ups and I really wasn't caring about it. But the thing that helped me to like keep going and do it past the point where I like wasn't feeling motivation is also just like, okay, well, I need to be more disciplined about this. And when I had more discipline, I pretty much set up the system for myself of, okay, every single day, as soon as I wake up, I'm going to go down to the ground and do X amount of push-ups. And I started to do that. And there would be days where I didn't want to do it. Like I might have pulled an all-nighter or something the night before, and I was just really groggy and didn't want to like go get up to for school or whatever. But I just had this thing in my mind for some reason, like, no, I'm just going to do this push-ups. I have to do it. And I got myself to do it, even though I didn't really feel like it. And over time, it goes like, I think this is a thing that a lot of people don't understand as well. For a lot of things, you don't really need discipline for as long as you may think. Like, when it comes to exercising and like getting in shape, building muscle, whatnot, the hardest part is like the beginning stage of getting into your fitness journey. That is definitely the hardest part by far because you're going into this new space and it's like uncomfortable because you're doing these workouts and you're feeling sore and you've like never really experienced that before and it's like really uncomfortable. It's hard to like move your limbs around and you feel really tired after going to the gym. You're like winded and whatever. And then you have to like change the thing that you're eating. It's just like really uncomfortable and it takes a lot of discipline because right now you really don't want to do this thing. But after you use discipline for like a certain amount of time, eventually it goes into what I think is the final stage, which is where it's just conditioned. And this is the reason why like people like have this idea that I'm like this really disciplined guy. But to be honest, I'm really not. Like, I really don't have that much discipline. I've just conditioned myself for certain things, if that makes sense. So, like, when it comes to fitness, I work out very routinely. Like, a, there hasn't been a week where I haven't like done at least like 2 gym sessions or something. And like, like when I don't go to the gym for an extended period of time, like I feel like really bad, and I'm pretty much disciplined in the gym. But the truth is, I've just conditioned myself to really like that, and like advanced lifters will understand this. Like at first, going to the gym and working out, it was like hard and annoying because you'd feel sore and like a little bit tired and, winded and whatever. But after doing it for a while, it's something that you actually learn to enjoy. Like even I remember I think it was about like a month ago, I was feeling really, really sore in like my triceps, pretty much my arms basically. And I was actually like really, it's like this weird enjoyment that I got out of it. And I was kind of thinking back to like when I first was into fitness, and when I would get sore, it'd be like really annoying, like, ah, this really hurts and I don't like it. But now, because I've done it so much and I understand what it means, like I have a positive association to it where I actually enjoy it. Like whenever I feel like that tension and being soreness, I'm like, wow, yeah, that really was a good workout. And I know that, after a period of time, like this is going to grow back as muscle. I'm going to be, a lot bigger. And it's just because I went through that initial stage of having that discipline to the point where I've conditioned myself to actually enjoy it. And it's the same thing in so many other like different disciplines. Like if you think of someone who like studies a lot, going from a person who doesn't study at all, and then you have to have like that discipline to go through that part where like you need discipline to be able to study for an extended period of time. But after you do it for a while and you have these experiences where you're like getting really good grades and you're actually starting to get into flow state and like things just become a lot easier because you're very used to it. Now you've just conditioned yourself and it doesn't really take that much discipline. It's kind of just like something you've conditioned yourself to actually enjoy to do. It's the reason why people enjoy eating healthy food. It's the reason why people enjoy working out. It's the reason why like people in business, they enjoy working on their business and like doing things to like set up systems. Like I've gone to the point where when it comes to business, like before, when it came to doing like any business related thing, it was like a really struggle because it was something that was new to me. It's like kind of annoying, like setting up all these systems. It's like, I don't really want to do this. But after this period of disciplining myself to actually take the action and like do the work, now I've conditioned myself where it's like, I actually enjoy the process, like, because I know what to do. I'm fairly familiar with it. And like, I'm excited to see, okay, I wonder if I make this change, what's going to happen. And yeah, but pretty much you need to not rely on motivation. Use it as a start to like fuel your fire, whatever. But you need this extended period of time. It really depends like how much time, because some things could take longer, some things may take less amount of time, but just discipline yourself to be able to do the things that you don't want to do right now. Because eventually, I promise you, if you do it long enough, you're going to enjoy the process and you're going to be in it for the long game. And it's because everything is just going to become so much easier for you. Hope you got some value from this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Peace out.